Listening test instructions. The listening test is about 50 minutes. There are 6 parts in listening test. You will have about 6 minutes to listen to each passage and answer the questions. The passage will be played once. Practice question. There is one practice question. Listen to a short conversation. The passage will be played once. Then, listen to the question and choose the best answer.
Hey, you look concerned. What's on your mind?
The final exam. I am not fully prepared yet.
Don't worry too much. You still have 3 days.
Yeah, but 3 days will fly past in a wink.
Well, you still have time to cram things in your brain anyway.
Why is the man looked worried?
Listening test part 1. You will hear a conversation in 3 sections. You will hear each section only once. After each section, you will hear 2 or 3 questions. You will hear the questions only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Listen to the conversation. You will hear the conversation only once. It is about 1 to 1.5 minutes long.
Hey Raymond, are you going to the annual business conference next month?
I was thinking about it, but I'm not sure if the timing works. It's right in the middle of our product launch schedule.
Yeah, it's a bit inconvenient. I registered last week because there's a session on digital marketing trends I really want to attend.
That sounds interesting. I heard they're also doing a panel on AI integration. Did you see that?
Yes, it's on the second day around 2 p.m. Supposed to have some big names from the industry.
Okay, now I'm tempted to go. Do you know where it's happening?
Downtown Convention Center. Super easy to get to by train. They're even offering discounts on transit passes for attendees.
That's convenient. I'll double-check my calendar and maybe register by Friday.
Make sure to book early. Some of the workshops have limited space. I almost missed the one I signed up for.
Good to know. I might even try to convince Sarah to come along. She's been working on that automation project, right?
Exactly. She'd benefit a lot. Let's touch base tomorrow and figure out if we can all go together.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for the heads up.
Question 1. Why is Cindy attending the conference? Question 2. What concerns Raymond about attending? Question 3. What does Cindy warn Raymond about?
You will hear the second section of the conversation shortly.
Cindy, was the subway packed again this morning?
Yes, worse than usual. I had to wait for 3 trains before I could get on.
Same here. And with all the delays lately, I'm starting to think about biking to work.
Not a bad idea. I've seen a few people in the office switch to biking. Do you live close enough?
Yeah, it's about a 25-minute ride. But I'd need to invest in a good lock and maybe some rain gear.
That's fair. There's also a bike sharing station right outside our building now. That could be an option too.
True. At least that way I wouldn't have to worry about storing my own bike.
Exactly. And it might even help you save money on transit long term.
I think I'll try biking next week and see how it goes. If it works, maybe I'll switch full-time.
Good plan. I might give it a shot too, at least once a week to start.
Maybe we could organize a bike-to-work group. Could be fun and motivating.
I like that idea. Let's talk to others and see who's interested.
Question 4. What issue are Cindy and Raymond facing? Question 5. What alternative does Cindy mention? Question 6. What do they plan to do next?
You will hear the third section of the conversation shortly.
Raymond, did you hear the second floor will be closed next week for renovations?
No way, our team uses that meeting room all the time. Where are we supposed to go?
They're setting up temporary spaces on the 5th floor. It won't be ideal, but at least we'll have somewhere to meet.
Hopefully it's not too noisy up there with all the movement.
They're also replacing the carpet and repainting the walls. Should take about 5 days.
Well, it'll be nice once it's done. That carpet was looking pretty worn out.
True. And they said the ventilation system will be updated too, which should help with the air quality.
That's definitely overdue. Let's just hope the timeline doesn't stretch.
Question 7. Why is the second floor being closed? Question 8. What are Cindy and Raymond concerned about?
Listening Test Task 2. You will hear a conversation followed by 5 questions. Listen to each question. You will hear the question only once. Choose the best answer to each question. Listen to the conversation. You will hear the conversation only once. It is about 1.5 to 2 minutes long.
Morning, Bill. How was your weekend?
Busy, but productive. I finally started repainting the guest room.
Oh wow, good for you. What color did you go with?
A light gray with a hint of blue. Took longer than I thought. 2 coats, plus the ceiling.
Sounds exhausting. Did anyone help you?
Just me and a podcast. My brother promised to help, then bailed last minute.
Classic. At least it's done now. I spent half my weekend cleaning out the garage.
That sounds like a serious project. Did you find any hidden treasures?
Just a bunch of dusty boxes and a pair of skates I forgot I owned. But hey, I can finally park my car inside again.
That's a huge win. I keep meaning to tackle my garage, but it never makes the top of the list.
Honestly, I only did it because I couldn't stand tripping over garden tools anymore.
I feel that. One day it's, I'll do it later, and suddenly a year has gone by.
Exactly, but it does feel good once it's done.
Any plans for next weekend, or are you taking it easy after all that?
I'm hoping to relax. Maybe a movie night. No more heavy lifting.
Sounds smart. I've still got to finish trimming the hedge. It's starting to look like a jungle.
Good luck with that. Just don't start painting anything else.
No chance. My arms still hurt from the last round. I'm officially off duty.
Fair enough. See you at lunch?
You got it. I'll bring the coffee.
Question 1. What did Bill spend his weekend doing? Question 2. Why did Lisa clean out her garage? Question 3. Who was supposed to help Bill but didn't? Question 4. What did Lisa find in her garage? Question 5. What does Lisa plan to do next weekend?
Listening Test Task 3. You will hear a conversation followed by 6 questions. Listen to each question. You will hear the question only once. Choose the best answer to each question. Listen to the conversation. You will hear the conversation only once. It is about 2 to 2.5 minutes long.
Hey Tom, did you see the email about the office relocation?
Yeah, I did. I wasn't expecting it at all. Moving across town is going to be a big shift.
Right? I was just getting used to our current space. Do you know why they're moving?
From what I read, the lease here is ending, and the new location offers more space and better tech infrastructure.
That makes sense, I guess. I just hope the new commute won't be too bad.
For me, it's a bit shorter, actually. But I think it's going to be tougher for the folks who live up north.
Yeah, I was talking to Josh. He lives nearly an hour away already. If the new office adds another 30 minutes, that's rough.
Exactly. I wonder if management will offer any support, like transportation reimbursement or flexible hours.
That would be helpful. Did they say when the move is happening?
They're aiming for early October, but it depends on how fast the renovations finish.
So we'll have, what, about 6 weeks to prepare?
Roughly. We'll need to pack up and label everything in the last week of September. Facilities will handle the heavy stuff.
Do you know if we're getting new desks, or is it just a new building?
New furniture, actually. They're switching to sit-stand desks, and we'll each get a bigger monitor setup.
That's a nice upgrade. I've wanted dual monitors for ages.
Me too. Also, they're planning on designated quiet zones and more soundproof meeting rooms.
That'll help. The open floor plan here can get loud, especially near the kitchen.
Tell me about it. Last week I had a meeting with someone microwaving fish behind me.
Haha, oh no. Well, I'll miss this place, but it sounds like the move might be worth it.
Yeah, I think so. It'll take getting used to, but the upgrades are promising.
Let's just hope parking isn't a nightmare at the new place.
They said they're finalizing a deal with a parking garage nearby. Fingers crossed it's affordable.
Alright, I'm going to check the floor plans they attached in the email. Want to grab a coffee later?
Sure, let's go around 3?
Perfect, catch you then.
Question 1. What is the main reason for the upcoming office move? Question 2. What concern does Amanda raise early in the conversation? Question 3. What support does Tom speculate the company might offer employees? Question 4. What improvement is mentioned regarding the new office layout? Question 5. What is one problem Amanda mentions about the current workspace? Question 6. What do Amanda and Tom plan to do at the end of the conversation?
Listening Test Task 4. You will hear a news item once. It is about 1.5 minutes long. Then 5 questions will appear. Choose the best way to complete each statement from the drop-down menu. Listen to the following news item. You will hear the news item only once. It is about 1.5 minutes long.
Leaders from more than 60 countries convened this week in Oslo to announce a coordinated plan to protect some of the world's most endangered forests. The initiative comes as deforestation rates continue to rise, particularly in regions like the Amazon, Central Africa, and Southeast Asia, threatening biodiversity and accelerating climate change. The new agreement encourages participating countries to enforce stricter anti-logging laws and increase funding for forest monitoring and preservation. In addition to government action, private companies were urged to eliminate deforestation from their supply chains, especially in industries such as agriculture, mining, and timber. Several environmental groups applauded the move but cautioned that strong enforcement and long-term political will would be essential. The summit also included a presentation of satellite technology that can now detect illegal logging in real time, allowing for quicker response by local authorities. Young climate advocates were also present, voicing concern that previous pledges had not been kept. They urged governments to treat forest protection as an emergency issue and called for binding timelines and accountability measures. The summit concluded with a non-binding but ambitious declaration to cut global deforestation in half by 2030. While some critics questioned its effectiveness, others saw it as a step in the right direction.
Listening Test Task 5. You will listen to a 2 minutes video. Then 8 questions appear. Choose the best way to answer each question.
Hey, did you both see the email from HR? They're exploring the idea of trialing a 4-day workweek.
Yeah, I read that. Honestly, I'm all for it. If we can get the same amount of work done with a better work-life balance, why not?
I agree in theory, but I'm a little skeptical. Would we be working longer hours each day, or just squeezing more into less time?
According to the email, the hours wouldn't change drastically. It's more about improving productivity and cutting out unnecessary meetings.
That makes sense. I mean, how many of our meetings could be emails anyway? That makes sense.
Too many, honestly. But what about deadlines? Would clients even be okay with us being unavailable one extra day a week?
That's something we'd have to plan carefully. Maybe we stagger the off days so there's always coverage.
I'd be willing to pilot it. Even if we just did it once or twice a month to start. Just to see how it affects morale and output.
Yeah, I'm open to trying it. As long as we don't end up doing 10-hour days every week. Yeah, I'm open to.
Totally agree. Let's bring it up in the team meeting tomorrow, see what everyone else thinks. And honestly, if it helps reduce burnout, we might actually see better retention. People are already stretched thin.
Exactly. I think people are more productive when they're not constantly exhausted. Plus, a 3-day weekend gives everyone time to recharge.
Listening Test Task 6. You will hear a report once. It is about 3 minutes long. Then 6 questions will appear. Choose the best way to answer each question from the drop-down menu. Listen to the following report. You will hear the report only once. It is about 3 minutes long.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today's presentation focuses on a topic that's becoming increasingly relevant around the world: how cities are adapting to meet the needs of an aging population. As life expectancy rises and birth rates decline, more and more cities are experiencing a demographic shift. By 2050, over 25% of the population in many developed countries will be over the age of 65. This presents both challenges and opportunities for urban planning and public services. Let's begin with transportation. Older adults may stop driving due to mobility or vision issues, so cities must offer safe, reliable, and accessible alternatives. Low-floor buses, priority seating, and audiovisual announcements are now standard in many places. In addition, some municipalities provide subsidized ride-sharing programs or community shuttle services specifically for seniors. Public infrastructure also plays a key role. Uneven sidewalks, poor lighting, and a lack of benches can discourage older adults from going outside. Age-friendly cities are addressing these concerns by widening footpaths, improving street lighting, and installing more public toilets and rest areas. These improvements don't just help seniors, they benefit everyone. Then there's housing. Many seniors want to remain in their homes, but accessibility becomes an issue. Cities are now offering incentives for home modifications like stair lifts and walk-in showers. Others are investing in mixed-use developments with senior-friendly apartments close to grocery stores, clinics, and parks. The idea is to allow older residents to maintain independence while staying connected to the community. Healthcare access is another area of concern. Some cities are partnering with mobile medical units and telehealth providers to make healthcare more reachable for seniors with limited mobility. These services reduce the need to travel long distances and help detect health issues early. But adapting cities isn't just about physical space, it's also about social inclusion. Loneliness and isolation are serious risks among older adults. In response, some local governments have launched programs like senior mentorships, intergenerational community centers, and age-friendly volunteer roles. In conclusion, creating cities that support aging populations isn't just good policy, it's essential. The most successful cities will be those that recognize older adults not as a burden, but as a growing, vital part of the community with much to contribute. Thank you.